Hey YouTube, welcome back to Homestead on the Hill. In this video, we're just going to be talking about our rooster here, Roy, and just kind of talking about the benefits and the not benefits of having a rooster in your flock. So there are definitely a lot of cons to having a rooster in your flock, and I'm just going to start out with those. So the first one would probably just be, some roosters we've had tons of experiences where our roosters that we get just from certain stores or hatcheries, they get kind of mean and they start to attack us, and you really just don't want a rooster that starts attacking you. But thankfully we have Roy, and he's perfectly fine. He's actually really scared of us and doesn't like harm us at all. So yeah, that's definitely like the first con if you're thinking about getting a rooster. And I would definitely spend lots of time with it and make sure it's friendly with you and safe, especially if you have kids. I've heard stories about roosters attacking kids, and yeah, it can just be really bad. So, okay, another con, I don't know if you can hear Roy in the background, but he's actually crowing right now. Some roosters that we've had actually just crow basically all the time, every day, and it just gets really annoying. And even in the morning sometimes, if you have like a window open like ours, you can just hear them at like 4 or 5 o'clock. But so yeah, that's just another one. And you also want to make sure your neighbors are okay with having a rooster, because they can be pretty noisy at sometimes. So each breed really has its own characteristics for the rooster. Like I've heard Rhode Island Reds can be pretty aggressive, and we haven't had that so far, but yeah. And then you also have just different breeds. That some breeds are more laid back and chill, and then you also got some breeds that are more active and just want to constantly do things. So you definitely just want to make sure you do your research on what breeds is right for your flock. And yeah, let's move on. All right, let's get into the benefits. So one of the benefits can be protecting your flock. They're probably going to be the first line of defense when it comes to predators and just keeping watch over your flock. They're basically like the shepherds of your flock, I would say. And they would, Roy, what I've noticed he does is he looks up in the sky and sees if there's any hawks or any really bird that looks like it might be a threat to the flock. And he'll do this like weird kind of call thing that almost sounds like a hawk, and all the hens would look up and they stay perfectly still, and if they do see a hawk, then he'll do this. It's kind of like a warning call, I guess you could say, but if he does see a hawk, then he'll do this call, and then they all just run under some brush like behind me and stay out of sight. Okay, so up above me is a cherry tree, and that's another benefit that you can have to your flock, is roosters look out for your hens. If they find food, they'll do this like weird cluck sound that almost, if you have like a broody hen, if you ever seen her call to her chicks and say there's food right there, that's what it basically sounds like. And it'll just, all your hens will start running over to him, and yeah, like he loves to come under this tree and just do that call, and all the hens run over and start eating all the cherries. So that's a really good benefit to have for your flock. Now, in general, roosters are just really great to have for your flock, and they're also really funny too, because some roosters have different traits and characteristics. Like Roy here, I like to think of him as a gentleman for the hens, because he's just really nice and stuff, and yeah, overall he's just a really great rooster. But I do understand that different roosters have different characteristics, and like I've said, we've had roosters that attack us many times, and it's difficult to find the right rooster, but once you do, it's really well worth it, and just a great asset to have for your flock. So yeah, there's different benefits and cons to just having a rooster. I hope this gives you some more information on just how to choose a rooster and yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one, guys.